Fraser Communications Group is a full-service public relations firm. We do public relations, media relations, crisis communications, a little bit of government, lobbying or government affairs. Full service and available for anybody who's interested.
Excellent. And you're based out of Rhode Island?
Based in Rhode Island.
Oh, there I see that Rhode Island connection.
There you go.
Situate, Rhode Island.
But he doesn't have the Providence accent, so he's probably not from Providence.
I am actually from Rhode Island, a Rhode Island native, but also have some radio in my background.
I can tell he's...
And Mark Z's from Rhode Island too, so...
I think I hear a radio voice there, Scott.
Well, 6 years prior to getting into corporate work, I worked for a couple of radio stations in Rhode Island doing news, and that's one of the other services that I can offer that most communications firms and public relations firms don't.
So you can co-host a show on entrepreneurship?
Or business, absolutely,
right.
but not up in this area because I understand the market is pretty well covered.
We don't know.
I'm sure there's a lot of room for a quality performer to enter.
Scott, you mentioned crisis. People are having problems. What exactly do you do in that case?
Well, I would sit with them. The first thing I would counsel a company before you hit a crisis, you should have a communications plan, and that's something very few companies do. That's what they say. Oh, you're right. We need to do it. We need to get to it. We'll get to that someday, so that when the crisis hits, you can just pull it off the shelf and put it to work. Most companies don't, so you need to get involved. You need to be upfront with the media or whoever is calling. One audience that many companies forget is their staff. They think, oh, we have to respond to the regulator, we have to respond to the media, we have to respond to the politicians. You also have to keep your staff informed, keep your employees informed, because if they're getting their information from the media, that's just wrong. So
Good point.
There's a good point.
You need to get involved quickly, you need to be upfront with your public information, you need to be honest. But it's okay to say, I don't know, if you don't have the right answer. The worst thing you can do is guess, but you need to be quick. And certainly with today's all the social networking and the Facebook and the Twitter, you can't sit back and wait, because an hour or two delay could really cost your company.
Yeah, word spreads like wildfire now.
But also, if the media is smart, they'll also talk to employees, won't they?
They'll try. And I've been involved in companies and we've had crises. And the first thing we'll do is tell people, we're not going to say you can't talk to the media. However, if you're not comfortable doing it, refer people to the communications people.
Right.
Sometimes I know companies will say nobody can talk. Well, when that word gets out, the company looks very bad because, oh, we've been silenced. No, that's not the case. But you're right. Sometimes the media will try to talk to employees to see if they can get a different story.
Right.